Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a bright spring makeup look. So anyone new here, I'm going through all of the color seasons with makeup to try and find my season, but also to kind of prove that you can make any color palette work for you. So I'm halfway on my journey. Just before this, I did warm or true spring, and I learned that vibrant colors really bring a vibrance to my features. So that was something I didn't really piece together before. So it's helpful for me to know that. But the bright spring color palette is definitely very vibrant. It borders bright winter in that the first characteristic of people with this season is like their brightness and contrast. For the bright spring, the second aspect is the warmth versus the bright winter, it's the cool. So we're going to be playing with those brighter colors, but yeah, ones with a bit more of yellow tones, yellow bases rather than blue bases. The people with this season, that contrast and brightness is something you'll notice a lot in their eyes. Like regardless of color, there's like a brightness to them, usually contrast between the iris and, the whites of one's eyes. You can have people in this season that have like dark hair. It doesn't have to be like a warm red or blonde, but there is that contrast and brightness. That's what you're going to notice. There's no way I'm a bright spring just because I don't think I have quite enough of that sparkle in my eye for it. But who knows? Let's see how it goes. I'm going to have fun with a green eye today. It's going to be leaning into yellow-based green. So I have some teals in front of me here from the ColourPop Mint to Be palette. I have also the Melt Cosmetics Smoke Session. So this has some really fun greens to play with here. I tried my best to get a colorful outfit for you. I really didn't have anything in my closet that was good for this. But that's okay. This is a little muted. It's a little softer, but it's still like fallen in there. So yeah, I already have my foundation on. I did the same routine as what I did with the True Spring. Same foundation, which is the Estee Lauder, and bronzer. Tinted my brows red. Now, I want to go into the eyes first today. I want to base the blush off of what ends up happening with the eyes. I think the easiest way to play with the color seasons is by trying like different lip tones for sure. It's a bit more of a commitment to put something all over the eyelids, but I thought today it'd be fun to really focus on the eyes more. So I'm going to start with this shade here, the most kind of minty green, minty bright green we've got here. And I also want to make the look slightly structured if I can, so not too much like blending. I'm gonna start it here. So this is a paler shade, which is gonna be good for being in the inner corner rather than darkening it up. Just kind of bringing it about halfway and trying to follow a bit of this shape here. So just being careful right here to, it's structured, but it's sort of soft too. It's not like a graphic eye, but I want to create a sense of a shape as I keep going over the eyelid. I think I'm going to go right into a shimmer now. So this one in the Melt palette, same brush, and this is going in the center of the lid. Creating a gradient from the matte Okay, it's giving bright, it's giving bold. Now I'm going to go into this shimmer here as I move towards the outer edge of the eye. And just stopping the color before I go too far out. With the darker shimmer on my brush, I'm just starting to trace the top edge. Just to create a subtle sense of the shape. I'm gonna sort of get the edges with this darker teal here. Same brush. So far this has been a one brush look. Actually, I'm finding that one's not dark enough, so I'm gonna go into this one here, Space Queen. So getting it on the lash line a little bit. And then winging it out just a touch. This is just gonna add that extra depth into this look because the bright springs can handle that contrast. Contrast and color. Okay, when I look at the two shapes, this one seems a touch sort of sharper. This one's more rounded. So I'm going to use a tiny little brush just to take what pigment's already on the lid and just kind of adjust the shape a little bit. Because I'm going for structure, but nothing too sharp. I might go in a little bit with the dark teal. Create a soft border. I'll do the same on the other side as well. Kind of holds it in. I'm going to go back in with that first shade because I've darkened that other brush so much. I'll just go in with a clean one. Just kind of re-emphasize it. Okay, this is bright and bold, more than I do these days, but it's fun. I think it's really going to come together when I put the mascara on, so I'm going to do that and decide where we're going to go with blush and lips for this very, very bright spring makeup look. Okay, here we are with lashes. I popped a little bit of bright teal eyeliner in the waterline. This is from ColourPop, just to create a bit of unity and harmony between the lower lash line and the upper lash line. But I felt like it would kind of ruin the slightly graphic effect happening on the top lid if I put too much eyeshadow on the lower lid. So this is kind of a way to find a middle ground. This look is begging for some blush to bring some vibrance to the complexion as well. So I'm thinking of going in the direction of like this really bright pinky red from MAC. This is their Glow Play blush formula. I think I read somewhere that when you're thinking of the bright springs, think of like a tropical vacation, like a tropical island. So like anything that's got that warm vibrancy that makes you feel like you're looking out on the ocean or the sea. And yeah, so this I feel like gives that vibe. I'm gonna try a different blush brush. It's been a while. I've been using the Rare Beauty one, which I do like, although it does have a stippling effect to it, which sometimes I find I have to overblend a little. So I'm gonna try this foundation brush from Il Makiage, go into the pan, but go in the back of my hand first so that I can build it up slowly. I did get a little bit of fallout, so I can see some green there, but hoping I can get rid of that. See how like that vibrant pink just really complements the vibrancy of the eyeshadow? Just kind of like brings it all forward into life. I feel like this look is suiting the matteness personally, so I'm not sure I'm going to do any highlighter today. Maybe I'll just mattify even more by using, this is the Fenty powder foundation. So instead of a setting powder, I'll use this. It's kind of a bit bright for my complexion, but I'll kind of use this as a setting powder and just, it's going to subtly bring a bit more brightness and coverage. Okay, lips. I kind of want to find this middle ground between letting the eyes sing and be the focus while also bringing some vibrancy to the lips. I don't want to go too nude. So first things first, I'm going to line with Makeup Forever Wherever Walnut. It's kind of like a mid-tone brownie pink. Then I'm going to use Makeup by Mario Cam. This is probably great for the light spring. It's like a soft coral. Just a little bit of that. Like, I think that's really pretty. I'm going to try a little bit of gloss on top too. I feel like my bangs, I did end up cutting them. I'm not sure if that was the right decision, but when you have the bangs, it can kind of like make an editorial look a little bit more wearable, in that like the ends kind of blend it versus like when it's your whole face, you know what I mean? So then I want to try this really pretty kind of bright cherry red from Tower 28. Just a little bit, tiny bit. Just to honor the red of the cheeks. Ooh, fun, cute. See, like, this is my definition of like a nude lip. And this is making me think, like, look at the bottom half. Just ignore the bright eyes, but like, these colors feel very harmonious and nice for me. Like, I really don't like a nude lip, like the kind of Kardashian nudes. I find they really don't work for me. Like, sometimes I can make it work depending on the... No, I don't like them. I don't like them. To me, this is like a nude. It has to have a little bit of that vibrancy, which is why I think I do fall into the spring season. I don't think I'm a bright spring. This is like, very vibrant. However, I think it's in the direction of colors that do work for me. So I'll pull my hair back and you can see like the true brightness of this look. It's fun. It's summery, feels like spring. And I feel like it makes my eyes, like it matches my eyes. Yeah, this was fun. This is the kind of look I'll lean into when I'm trying to do something more bold, but that feels like it still has a level of comfort for me. Versus if these tones were like really dark jewel tones of like the dark winter, that's when I'm really gonna feel like, oh, do I want to go outside? Even if it looks badass. Like, just, this is the kind of middle ground, I think, for me. And yeah, I think if I am like a warm, true spring, then this is sort of this is a sister palette, right? So kind of makes sense while I'll find a bit more comfort and ease in colors like this. So yeah, I feel cool. I feel cool. I'm happy. In some ways, maybe with my dyed hair, like the bright spring, maybe it does kind of work because I've added more contrast than when my hair naturally is blonde, maybe. Just thinking out loud here. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below if you have any thoughts about Bright Spring palette. I know some of you have been commenting that you've been kind of trying out this journey for yourself, which I think is so fun and inspiring. And it's all about just being playful, being creative, and just really finding the energy of what color and makeup can bring to you and your day. And yeah, I think that's what's been really great about this whole exploration so far. Cody, come here. Come here, my little dark autumn boy. Let's see how you look with these colors, honey. So here comes my autumn boy. As you can see, maybe these are a bit overwhelming for his complexion. But yeah, that's it for today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, stay witchy, stay bitchy, and I'll see you next time. Bye.